What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing a pretty interesting topic, and this is something that has always, I feel like, floated around in conversations when it pertains to the NBA and its players and things like that. And that is, who is the face of the NBA, right? We always get the question like, who's the guy? Who's the main focus in being marketed the best? And of course, depending on what era you grew up in, or when you started watching the NBA, or if you're just currently became a fan of the league, there's a lot of guys that you can say, oh, this guy, Steph Curry, is the face of the league. Or is it LeBron James still? Or is it Nikola Jokic? Or is it Giannis Antetokounmpo? You have guys that are the prototypical one that you think, okay, he's the main guy. He's always in the commercials. He's always the main focus. You see him multiple times during the week. And we went through different eras of this, you know. We went through the Magics, the Birds, the Michaels, the Kobes, the LeBron Jameses, the Shaqs, the Pennies, But who in today's game is the guy, or wanting to be the next guy? I know a few years ago, there were conversations about Ja Morant being that. There were conversations about even LaMelo Ball being that. The next guy, because LeBron James is still in the NBA, and he's still the most popular player, right? I believe that if you started watching the NBA in 2000, let's say 2003, if you just became a fan of the NBA in 2003, probably your favorite player is LeBron James, which will in turn mean he's the face that you always look to as being the figure when it comes to the NBA. Yes, if you are from a different era, you know Jerry West as being the logo. But some people in turn would even think that LeBron James stakes the claim to be the one to say he's been the most dominant figure in basketball history up to this point. He's the all-time points guy. He's broken every scoring record, has been the youngest to break every scoring record, 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, fastest to this, fastest to that. The only guys that stand in front of him are guys from the past. So does that mean he's the face of the NBA? Now, let's get into who is going to be the next face of the NBA, right? Let's get into who's going to be the next face of the NBA. Can we talk about Anthony Edwards, who has shied away from it in recent comments? You know, so he spoke to maybe Victor Wembanyama being the face of the league. We look at that and we say, okay, why are these international players getting more acclaim as being faces of the league than American players? I feel like those guys that actually want to be the face of the league, they don't speak on it. I feel like they don't speak on it. I feel like guys that want to be the next just do it. No pun intended to Nike, right? But you look at guys that just do it, just go out there, perform, and they let the talking heads, analysts, etc., discuss who's the next whatever. And I look at guys like that. I look at guys like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You know, we may be looking at the one and just don't notice it because he's not on the forefront of speaking loudly about that. You look at guys like, dare I say, a Jason Tatum, who's a champion, you know, of being the guy. You know, these are guys with major shoe contracts. Jason Tatum being a Jordan athlete, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander being a Converse athlete, signature shoes and things like that. You look at guys like, dare I say, a global superstar, Luka Doncic. You know, maybe he wants to be the guy. and he's in a big market like Los Angeles. But I think Anthony Edwards, doesn't want to be that guy. Yes, you see him in the commercials and things like that, but I don't think he wants to be that guy. A player that I pretty much thought was a lock for being the face of the NBA was Ja Morant, but being as though he had a lot of off the court issues, I feel like maybe they had pulled the reins back on that a little bit, but he's still a Nike signature shoe athlete, and that has something to do with it as well. He's also on a winning team like the Memphis Grizzlies. But when I look at Wembanyama, he's another one. I mean, it can go to pretty much, we can go down the board of a lot of guys. Still LaMelo Ball is one of the most popular players especially among the younger demographic. But when I look at a thing like being the face of the league, I feel like guys don't say that I want to be. They just take it. When it was Michael's turn, he took it. That's just what it is. When Kobe, when the Jordan era was ending, and you seen the new level of players ascending. Yes, you had Allen Iverson, you had Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, guys like Shaquille O'Neal, but you knew Kobe Bryant was one of those guys. Who's the guy? Well, you could say LeBron James has been the guy, but Steph Curry has probably also been that guy alongside of him. Let's not get it confused. Yes, LeBron James is a 4-time champion, so is Steph Curry. Who changed the game more, for good or bad? Steph Curry. So this is a conversation that I feel like we'll have to have a lot of moving parts. This is one of those type of conversations that I feel like never is going to see an end, because we could be saying who's the guy today, and it could be somebody tomorrow. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Who's the face of the NBA now, or who do you guys see being the face of the NBA going forward in the future? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to know anytime a video is being uploaded to the channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.